Chosen one, if you're hearing these words, this is not an accident. You didn't come here by coincidence. You were led, summoned by something far greater than logic. God has brought you here because something is moving, something divine is unfolding, and you are standing at the edge of a massive opportunity that will never come this way again. You may feel it already, the stirring, the shift, the sense that life is about to tilt in your favor. Not because you're lucky, but because you're ready. Before we dive into this divine message, I want you to stop and do three things. Like this video if your soul feels stirred, as if these words were already written on your heart. Subscribe to this channel to help us reach 70,000 chosen ones, a global collective awakening together into purpose and divine flow. Comment 99 below. This sacred number represents completion, readiness, and spiritual activation. When you type 99, you are saying, I am aligned, I am ready, I am the one. And remember, if your soul resonates with this, it's because heaven is calling your name. This is not just another week, not just another season. This is the setup. A divine doorway is swinging open in your life, a moment where heaven is aligning resources, people, and timing for your elevation. But here's the truth no one wants to admit. Opportunities from God are not passive. They require preparation. They require obedience. They require vision, because every blessing comes wrapped in responsibility. Right now, the Spirit is whispering, get ready. The promotion, the relationship, the sudden breakthrough, it's all real. It's all coming. But it won't wait forever. Chosen one, this window will not remain open indefinitely. Heaven is not just asking if you want it. Heaven is asking, can you hold it? Can you steward it? Can you rise to meet it? Because every divine opportunity brings both increase and exposure. When God pours favor, he also turns on the spotlight. And when that spotlight hits your life, you must already be in position. You don't prepare in the moment of breakthrough. You prepare before the door opens. And that's what this moment is. This is your preparation room. This is your sacred instruction. The tests you've been through lately, they weren't punishment. They were positioning. The delays weren't denials. They were divine rerouting, making sure that you didn't arrive too early or too small. Because God is not just bringing you something big. He's bringing you something that will change everything. Your finances, your calling, your voice, your impact. But only if you're ready. This opportunity won't look like what you imagined. It will come dressed in obedience. It will require a bold yes when logic says wait. It will require releasing the old version of you, the one who second-guessed, who hesitated, who feared rejection, because the next level doesn't recognize the old you. Only the awakened version of you can walk through this gate. And this is why you're here. This message is not here to entertain. It's here to activate. Heaven is already moving. Resources are already shifting. Angels are already being dispatched on your behalf. But you must do your part. You must awaken from doubt. You must silence the voice of smallness. You must prepare as if the breakthrough is inevitable, because it is. This is your signal. Clean your spirit. Clear your space. Align your vision. Move like it's already on the way. Because the one who prepares in faith is the one who receives in fullness. And chosen one, you were never meant to miss this. Your delay was calculated. Your process was sacred. Your fire was refining you. And now it's time to rise. The doors are opening. And God is not just asking if you'll walk through. He's asking, will you be ready when I say now? Because now is closer than you think, and your yes will echo in eternity. You've been sensing it, haven't you? That feeling you can't shake. That sense that something's coming, something bigger than anything you've touched before. And yet it's quiet, subtle, hidden beneath the surface of your everyday life. It doesn't come with alarms or neon signs. It comes like a whisper to the soul. Prepare, it's on the way. Chosen one, this is not a random intuition. It's not your imagination. It's the Holy Spirit awakening your awareness so that when the door opens, your heart doesn't hesitate. Because here's what most people never understand about divine opportunities. They don't wait. They arrive wrapped in obedience, hidden in moments that seem ordinary. And only the soul that's watching, listening, and ready receives the reward. This is why God has been stripping things away. Why certain relationships have shifted. Why some doors didn't open when you thought they would. He was protecting the path and preserving your energy for the one that's about to appear. The opportunity that's coming isn't just about elevation. It's about alignment, a new rhythm, a new way of being, a new chapter where heaven flows through you with ease, clarity, and purpose. But to walk into it, you must be light. You must be clear. You must be willing to leave behind the smallness, willing to release the version of yourself that's too scared to answer the call, willing to move even when you don't see the whole picture. Because faith doesn't require full clarity. It requires readiness. And you, chosen one, have been made ready through the fire. Every loss, every delay, every night you wrestled with your worth, it was all refining you for this one divine setup. This is not just a good moment. This is a God moment. And when it arrives, it may look like a simple decision, a random message, a new connection, but it won't be random at all. It will be the moment heaven tests your alignment. Will you recognize the invitation, or will you doubt yourself again? Will you freeze in fear, or will you walk through boldly, knowing who sent it? You must prepare now, not when it arrives. Prepare by listening. Prepare by making room in your life. Prepare by forgiving what you've carried too long. Prepare by anchoring yourself in the truth. If God is sending this, I am already equipped for it. You don't have to chase. You don't have to beg. You just have to be ready. Because when divine timing and divine identity align, doors don't open, they burst wide. And what's waiting on the other side will not only bless you, it will overflow into the lives of those connected to your calling. Chosen one, you are a portal. When you say yes, chains break in other people's lives. When you walk in, the atmosphere changes. You are not ordinary. You are chosen. And chosen ones do not miss moments like these. So breathe, listen, and prepare. Because what's coming isn't just an opportunity. It's your confirmation, your unveiling, your divine acceleration, and it's closer than you think. Chosen one, the reason you've been feeling the pressure is because you're standing right at the edge of something sacred. This isn't anxiety. This isn't restlessness. It's the vibration of heaven drawing near, asking, are you ready for what I've prepared? You've been feeling the weight of unseen things shifting. You've been sensing a stirring deep in your chest, not because something's wrong, but because something right is coming. The question now is no longer if. The question is, will you recognize the door when it opens? Because let me tell you a hard truth that most people miss. God's opportunities don't always look like miracles. Sometimes they look like hard decisions. Sometimes they look like disruption. Sometimes they show up disguised as endings, only to reveal themselves later as divine beginnings. That's why the chosen are called to walk by discernment, not by sight. This opportunity that's drawing near, it's not for the version of you that plays small. It's not for the you that questions your worth. It's for the version of you that's bold, aligned, surrendered, and ready to move at heaven's whisper. And that version is already rising. You may not feel like it. You may still be shaking off old fears, but heaven sees beyond your feelings. Heaven sees your readiness. God wouldn't have brought you this far, shown you these signs, aligned this moment, if he didn't intend to reveal something massive through you. But here's what the enemy wants. He wants you to miss it. He wants you distracted, discouraged, doubting your timing, drowning in false urgency or false comfort, because he knows if you catch this wave, you'll never be the same. This opportunity won't just elevate your life. It will shift your lineage. It will rewrite your narrative. It will unlock blessings that don't just flow to you, but through you. That's why your spirit has been restless. It's your soul stretching, preparing to receive more than your old mindset can hold. So what must you do? You must stay available. You must stay awake. You must stay willing, even when the next step isn't clear. Sometimes the greatest preparation is the decision to trust God blindly, to move with no map, to say yes before you know how. That's the kind of yes he's looking for, not the rehearsed one, not the cautious one, but the wild, surrendered, prophetic yes that says, I don't know what's coming, but I know it's him, and that's all I need. This moment is pregnant with possibility. It's laced with divine instruction. And the ones who receive it will not be the ones who waited for confirmation. It will be the ones who responded to the inner knowing, to the vibration of alignment, to the still sacred feeling that this is it. So when the door opens, and it will, don't hesitate. Don't ask if you're worthy. Don't ask if you're ready. You've already been prepared in ways you can't even see yet. Because heaven doesn't waste time, and it certainly doesn't waste oil. And what's about to be poured over your life is nothing short of a miracle in motion. Chosen one, when this opportunity arrives, and it won't come with fanfare. It will come in stillness, in a conversation you almost overlooked, in a message that lands deeper than expected, in a decision that feels small on the surface but vibrates with divine weight. This is how heaven works. It wraps destiny in disguise. So only those with spiritual vision can see it for what it truly is. And you are being trained to see. That's why your life has been feeling unfamiliar. That's why your routines aren't satisfying anymore. That's why your soul keeps whispering, something's about to change. Because it is. You're not just waiting on a breakthrough. Your breakthrough is waiting on you. Waiting for your alignment. Waiting for your yes. Waiting for you to stop asking for more signs and start preparing for more capacity. Because the door that's opening, it won't ask for credentials. It won't check your resume. It will respond only to your readiness. That readiness isn't perfection. It's posture. It's surrender. It's you saying, I don't need to have all the answers. I just need to move when you say move. God is not looking for the most impressive. He's looking for the most available. Are you available? Are you willing to let go of the old timing, the old rhythm, the version of you that wanted control instead of calling? Because what's coming will demand the highest you, the clearest you, the you that isn't afraid to stand in places you've never stood and speak words you've never spoken. This opportunity will not flatter you. It will stretch you. It will confront your excuses. It will call you higher. But when you rise to meet it, everything shifts. The room recognizes you. The atmosphere bends to you. The people you once tried to convince will now lean in without explanation. Because chosen one, when God opens the door, he makes sure the room is ready for your presence. You won't need to force anything. You won't need to beg. You'll walk in knowing, this is what I was being prepared for. And suddenly, the waiting will make sense. The closed doors will feel like protection. The delays will feel like mercy. And the pain will feel like a price already paid for this moment. You've been asking, when is it coming? But the real question is, will you trust it when it doesn't look like what you expected? God's opportunity for you is sacred. It's not designed to match your plans. It's designed to match your purpose. And when you let go of how you thought it would come, you'll finally be free to receive what he has already prepared. Chosen one, the shift you've been sensing, it's not just near. It's already happening. Not around you, within you. Your thoughts are changing. Your desires feel different. What used to excite you now feels empty. What used to scare you now feels like destiny. This is not confusion. This is divine recalibration. God is preparing you from the inside out so that when the opportunity arrives, you don't self-sabotage it. Because here's the truth. The greatest breakthroughs aren't missed because they didn't come. They're missed because the person they came for wasn't spiritually prepared to receive them. And that won't be your story. Because this time, you're being warned ahead of the wave. This time, you're being called to build before it rains. This time, you're not just praying for the opportunity. You're becoming the version of you that can hold it. Yes, it will stretch you. It will challenge your comfort. It will expose what's still unresolved. But that's what real transformation does. It doesn't just elevate you. It expands you. So now is the moment to prepare like it's already on the way. Because it is. Heaven is not vague. God does not stir your spirit for no reason. This pressure, this inner pull, it is pregnancy with purpose. You're not empty. You're not lost. You're carrying something sacred. And the contractions you feel are spiritual signs that delivery is near. This opportunity will not come to the version of you still clinging to fear. It will come to the you who says, even if I feel unready, I trust the one who called me. So what does this mean for you now? It means clean your space, clear your calendar, silence the noise, start moving with the assumption that everything is already in motion. Because it is. The right people already being positioned, the timing already being aligned, the blessing already marked with your name. But heaven won't force it on you. It's a door, not a push. You must walk toward it, even if you're unsure, even if the path looks different, even if the details don't make sense yet. Because faith is not comfort. Faith is movement in the face of mystery. And chosen one, this next chapter of your life is not about control. It's about surrender. It's about responding to the invitation, even when the outcome hasn't been revealed. Will you answer it? Because if you will, if you'll lean in, if you'll align, if you'll say yes with your spirit, then what's about to unfold in your life won't just look like a blessing. It will feel like a divine unfolding of everything you didn't even know you were born for. And it all begins now. Chosen one, what's coming to you is not something you have to chase. You don't need to force it, manipulate it, or even fully understand it. You simply need to be ready for it. Because heaven is not asking you to perform. Heaven is asking you to align. You've been taught to hustle for what is yours, but in the spiritual realm, what is yours comes through alignment, not anxiety. And right now, God is whispering to your spirit, be still and be ready. That tension you feel, that sense of urgency in your soul, it's not fear, it's divine momentum. Something is building, shifting, aligning. The reason you can't settle, the reason distractions feel hollow, the reason your old habits feel foreign now, is because your inner world is being recalibrated to match the opportunity heaven is about to release. But here's the mystery. God rarely announces the exact hour when the blessing arrives. He watches to see. Will you live like it's already been sent? Will you clean the room before the guest arrives? Will you pray like the door is already open? Will you speak as if the promise has already landed in your lap? Because the test is not in receiving, it's in preparing without proof. And chosen one, your preparation is the proof of your faith. The universe doesn't withhold what you're not worthy of. It waits until you become the version of you who can carry it without being crushed by it. This is why certain things took time, why doors didn't open when you begged. Because if the opportunity had come before you were ready, it would have overwhelmed you, not blessed you. But now you're different. Now you've been pruned, refined, emptied, humbled, and that humility, that surrender, that is the soil of divine favor. God is not about to add more to your life without ensuring you have room for it. So this is your instruction. Make space in your habits, in your thoughts, in your language, in your decisions. Let go of anything that keeps your energy tied to an expired version of yourself, because the version of you that's receiving this message is not the version that's receiving the breakthrough. That version, the one heaven is calling forward, is lighter, clearer, bolder, more surrendered, more obedient. The kind of soul that says, I don't need all the details, I just need to know it's from you. That kind of trust, it moves mountains. It opens floodgates. It accelerates timelines. And chosen one, this is an acceleration moment in your life. Things that felt distant will appear suddenly. Things you gave up on will knock again. But this time you'll answer differently, because now you're ready. And all of heaven is watching to see what you do with this window. So take a deep breath. Look around you. Look within you. Because the opportunity isn't coming. It's already arrived. And it's waiting on one thing, your yes. Chosen one, you've reached the threshold, not of possibility, but of prophecy. This moment you're standing in, it was written, spoken, declared over your life before you ever took your first breath. And now it's here, the alignment, the atmosphere, the frequency of heaven. It's all pointing toward you, asking one sacred question. Will you walk through? Because let me be clear, this is not a small opportunity. This is the opportunity, the one that shifts decades in a day, the one that upgrades your reality without warning, the one that doesn't return if you turn away. And that's why your spirit has been trembling. Not out of fear, but because your soul remembers what this is. You've seen glimpses in dreams, you've felt flashes in prayer, you've whispered something's coming without knowing why. This is what you were sensing. This is what heaven has been building around you, behind the scenes. And now, the veil is lifting. Everything in your life has been training for this. The waiting, the heartbreak, the silence, the refinement. It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. God wasn't withholding, he was watching how you handled delay, watching how you carried the weight when nothing made sense, watching how you stayed faithful when no one else saw your obedience. And now heaven has said, release it. Release the moment. Release the opportunity. Release the outpouring. But not for everyone, only for the ones who are ready, the ones who stayed through the fire, the ones who didn't quit when the wilderness got long. That's you. You are the one. And now the blessing that's coming will not feel like a surprise. It will feel like a return, a restoration, a reclaiming of what was always yours. This is your moment to step into the sacred flow. The doors that are about to open will not open because of strategy. They will open because of alignment. This is not reward. This is recognition. Heaven is recognizing what's inside you, and earth is about to respond. Chosen one, walk through boldly. You don't need another sign. This is it. Now is the time.